has suffered from complications with overprescribed medications. Probably a lot of you. A big issue today is that doctors overprescribe prescription medications because they're super busy and they're trying to get as many patients in and out of their offices as possible. They prescribe these medications as a sort of band-aid for their underlying medical issue. We don't know what kind of chemicals are in these medications. All we know is that they temporarily fix the medical issues. Today I'm going to share with you an alternative yet effective way to heal, CBD, or also known as cannabis oil. I'm going to share with you the health benefits, abilities, and components of CBD. So CBD has had a lot of health benefit studies. One of the studies was on children with epilepsy. There was a study on a group of children with Dravet syndrome, and they suffered a lot of seizures. So the study was to give the children 20 milligrams of CBD, and the results were 39% of the participants had a reduction in the amount of seizures that they had. The study was also put on a group of children with Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, and they also gave them 20 milligrams of CBD. The result of this was 42% of the participants had a reduction in seizures. Then they did a lower dosage to see if that would work as well. They did 10 milligrams, and there was a 37% amount of the participants that had a reduction in seizures. Another health benefit is for people that have or are at risk for heart disease. CBD has an anti-inflammatory component to it. So this helps prevent artery blockage, it helps prevent blood clots, and overall heart disease. CBD has many health benefits for people with known diseases, but what about for people with diseases that have no known cure? For example, cancer. When a patient is put on chemo, their cells go under a state called necrosis. Necrosis is the excessive death of cells in an area, a tissue, or an organ. This area, tissue, or organ is obviously diseased or damaged, and that's why necrosis takes over, because your body automatically kills off damaged cells. The problem with necrosis is that it also kills off healthy cells. Apoptosis is the naturally occurring and controlled cell death of that area or tissue or organ. So CBD comes into play here by inducing apoptosis rather than necrosis. Apoptosis allows the healthy cells to live and the damaged cells to die, rather than all of the cells dying and then that area, tissue, or organ is no longer preserved. I bet you're wondering how CBD has these abilities but is not considered a drug. CBD is a naturally occurring component of the cannabis plant. This is different from THC. THC is tetrahydrocannabinol, and it is a crystalline substance, and it is the main active ingredient of the cannabis plant. CBD is not an active ingredient, and it is not crystalline, therefore it is not a drug. CBD does not make you feel high, it does not give you any sort of intoxicated feeling, it is only for healing. THC, on the other hand, does give you the feeling of being high, and you are technically under the influence. Overall, CBD is a healthy, alternative, yet effective way to heal. It is better for you than prescribed medications, and it is all natural, so you know exactly what you are putting into your body, rather than putting prescribed medications into your body and not knowing the chemicals or components of those chemicals. CBD has been shown to help with children with epilepsy, Dravet syndrome, Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, heart disease, and cancer patients. CBD is a healthy alternative for prescribed medications, and I hope you all now know that there are other options than prescribed medications from your doctors. Okay. So let me stop that and then start a new one for you guys.